What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the brand new episode of the Toss Up. My name is Jiven, and I'd like to apologize because we haven't uploaded, I think, in 2-3 weeks. It's mainly because
Leonard lah.
We are lazy.
actually
just lazy.
It's a bit of
lazy.
both. Okay, it's because we got a bit busy with our shoot, but don't worry, we are back.
It's a lie.
With just assume this season.
Hey, forgot about 1 million
lazy.
subscribers.
Never say it.
This is season 2, part B.
Yeah, but season 2.5.
Anyways, welcome back to the brand new episode of the Toss Up. My name is Jiven. On my right, we have Leonard from Cheras.
Hi everyone, nice to see you all again in this season.
And on my left, we have Christian Jit.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Wow, first time he actually managed to say it properly. Man.
Yeah.
Christian J or Chris J Harish last time.
Christian Jit. I went and switch it up here and there once in a while.
Yeah.
And on my far right, we have Mr. Ian Stephen Ong.
Yo, what's up?
Today, actually, I think he actually has some interesting story for us.
Again.
It is.
Hey,
This one this time is very interesting.
No, this time because I QC'd it a bit. I knew the topic, so I think this is interesting.
What is it about?
Huh?
What is it about?
There's two. I don't know which one he's
Yeah.
going with. Either way, roll the title cards.
Before we begin, we just want to put a disclaimer that this episode talks about themes of suicide and self-harm. For this episode, we're going to travel to Indonesia and talk about one of the most high-profile Indonesian murder cases in the last decade. This is the murder of Wayang Mirna Salihin. Let's talk about the victim first. Wayang Mirna Salihin was the daughter of a wealthy Indonesian businessman. In 2008, Mirna traveled to Sydney to study at Billy Blue College of Design. There, she built a small community of friends who she spent most of her time with. One friend in particular was named Jessica Wongso. Now, this name is important because this friend would later be known as the main suspect in Mirna's murder. After their studies, Jessica stayed back in Australia where she became a permanent resident and entered the workforce. Mirna, on the other hand, moved back to Indonesia where she started her life as well. 2 years later, Mirna went back to Australia for a holiday. There, she visited Jessica and the two caught up in a restaurant. Shockingly, a reunion didn't go very smoothly. They got into an argument right there when Mirna started giving Jessica advice about her personal life. She advised her friend to break up with her longtime boyfriend as she believed the relationship wasn't good for Jessica.
Wait. So this is the type of friends that you don't want to have that would interfere on your personal life.
Yeah, I feel like she doesn't even technically, because I read up this story before and she didn't really actually know the guy as well.
So wait, on what occasion this girl decided that it was okay to advise my friend that this guy is not good for you?
On looks.
Yeah, that's why probably
Right.
on looks.
Probably saw the guy.
Probably, yeah,
Ugly
probably.
fella. Ugly fella, right?
How is he?
I don't know. Maybe probably need to pull up a picture.
Okay. So talking about this, right? This is gonna segue a bit.
Yeah.
But I saw this video on TikTok that most women, let's say me and my girlfriend, we have a relationship. Like for example, like she's taking things from out of the car, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I decide to open the door, but I don't help her with the things because she can carry like 2 of the things.
Yeah.
And I go open the door for her. And a friend of hers who sees this, okay,
Yeah.
will say like, why didn't you carry the stuff?
Oh, I know these people. Yeah.
Because her expectation is a man should be able to
help out, right?
my boyfriend should help out in me.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have the heavy work.
It's-
Where else, like in my relationship with my girlfriend is such a way like we don't see it as an issue. But the moment these girls say this is an issue, my girlfriend might see it differently.
So you're saying the problem here is
But the
girl.
funny thing is that they are the one who are asking for equality nowadays, right?
No, I think the problem here is
the girl.
when outsiders comment on your relationship, that's when relationship goes haywire.
Yeah.
Okay, it's. I'm not saying this as
Would you, if you see a friend in like a bad relationship, would you say something? Or
Of
would you let him
course,
be?
I would say.
You would, huh?
Depends whether the friend asks me for the advice or not. I wouldn't go and tell the person like, oh, you're in a bad relationship. I wouldn't say that
Until they brought up.
Until they bring it up. It's okay.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Yeah.
Unless, of course, they are physically being harmed. Then I would step in.
So what if Mina brought it up to Jessica, then Jessica said, "Yo, mate, you got
Why she got an Australian accent?
Wait, because she's Australian
Yeah,
PR, right?
she studied there and
Australian PR
stayed
now.
there. Yeah.
She studied there. Doesn't mean she.
She's a PR
Yeah,
now.
she has a PR
She
there
has a
also.
PR now. So you think that happened with Jessica?
Probably.
She advised her friend to break up with her longtime boyfriend as she believed the relationship wasn't good for Jessica. According to Mirna's husband in an interview, she always had a blunt and brutally honest way of talking to her loved ones, so Jessica might have taken offense to that. She left the dinner immediately. After the dinner, their relationship fell apart. When Mirna returned to Indonesia, Jessica ran into some struggles in her own life. She was hospitalized 5 times in 1 year after trying to commit suicide several times. Her friends even saw her depression spiral as she turned to alcoholism.
After she met Mirna, she wanted to commit suicide 5 times.
After she went for dinner with Mirna,
Yes.
Mirna didn't pay for the bill. Jessica paid for it.
And she
And now
regretted it.
she is in
fell into
financial
depression.
debt.
Yeah.
So she's attempting suicide 5 times. That's the story.
that makes
okay?
sense.
That's the story going
That
on.
makes sense.
that
It
makes
happens
sense.
to me sometimes. lah.
He doesn't happen to you. The only person that want to do it is me. I'm the one paying the bill most of the time. Okay, let's go.
One time, she even crashed her car into a nursing home while under the influence. While all this was happening back in Indonesia, Mirna had a fairy tale wedding to her best friend Arif Somarko, a wedding that Jessica was not invited to. Just days after the wedding, it was discovered that Jessica was fired from her job in Australia, which sent her into deeper spiral. She made the decision to leave Australia and return to Jakarta.
You know, I used to stay in Jakarta.
This story not about you, Jiven.
Oh, fucker.
So far, I don't know where this story is actually going.
Yeah,
so
actually,
far.
it's
So far,
like-
it's like
it
it's
seems
like
like-
two best friends fighting with each other.
Yeah, another thing is I don't know who's the victim because the story seems like
Going between two people, right?
yeah,
Yeah, it is. It's basically like a drama. lah.
yeah,
It's basically two fucked up people in one. It's a story about two fucked up
Yeah,
people. lah.
yeah.
Why are we doing story about fucked up people now?
Because we are fucked up people.
Oh my god.
Only fucked up people understand about fucked up people.
But we do understand the story. So maybe we're not as fucked up as we think we are.
Yeah, makes sense.
One day, she decides to invite Mirna and another friend, Hani, for a catch-up at a place called Olivier Cafe. Jessica texts her friends insistingly that she's gonna pre-order their drinks. They said she doesn't have to, but she insisted anyway. Then, she arrives at the cafe more than 90 minutes before her friends. After a brief moment waiting, she leaves the restaurant claiming to buy presents for her friends. When she returned, she was holding 3 large shopping bags. As she sets them down at her table, she walked around the restaurant looking at all the CCTV cameras. Upon investigation, she didn't notice 2 CCTV cameras that were obscured. Sitting at the table, she takes the large shopping bags, set them on the table, and moves them strategically to cover herself from any cameras. Then she orders the drinks. In the footage, we don't see anything, but this would be the moment where she empties a bottle of cyanide into the iced coffee cup meant for Mirna. All we could see was Jessica moving the drink. About an hour later, Mirna and Hani arrive. As she sits down, we see Mirna take a sip of the drink. Immediately, she is seen having irritation towards the drink and she suspects something is wrong. She was fanning herself and breathing heavily. In the video, we see her show Hani the drink and ask her to try before showing the drink to Jessica. The fanning got worse and it looked like she was having seizures.
So wait, when Mirna drank the
The
coffee,
Yeah.
Hani suspected there's something wrong with the coffee also, right?
Yeah, because she
did Hani-
immediately felt like irritating.
So did Hani take a sip also?
No, she
What
did
a
not.
bitch of a friend, man. What a friend. You would have taken it, right? If,
No, because I need to be the what they call
witness.
the witness.
Yeah.
To save you. That
So if you die,
if I died, the story will
I think what will happen is
no
that
one will catch
in,
you.
Yeah.
In
Right.
reality, I think if you ask Kris, right, he'll just look at it and sniff. Like, is it? Right, you won't take a
Yeah.
sip, right?
I say it's free.
Huh? No, but if because the thing is, I have to order it because the pre-order it is there. I will
So,
not drink.
okay, so from now on, never take drinks that is pre-ordered for you.
Yes.
Yeah, natural logic is like
I
nobody
mean,
would order for you.
In her defense, it's coming from her best friend, right, Jessica?
Yeah.
Unless if I am late for the meeting, I'll call you as like, hey, I'm gonna be like 30 minutes late. can you help me order?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't also.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I don't trust Kris already anymore. I don't trust Kris.
Among all the people, I'm the only one who not trust. First of all, I wouldn't even buy for you.
Yeah, that is the main point. No? Kris would not even spend anything. I don't know why
I
you
would
bringing
say
it up.
I'm short of cash a bit.
Actually, it has happened before.
Really?
I told him, can you buy first? We go to movies, right? Say, can you buy the movie ticket first? Actually, I don't have cash.
Yeah.
with me. Fucker, I'll transfer it to you. Just buy it first, lah. Okay. Then let's say I'm on the way, right?
Yeah,
Already bought, right? You wait for me. Adi, you finish. You transfer already. You will ask me before even I go in. True. Maybe what if Leonard orders it?
But okay. But then now Kris would not do it. You know, Kris would not do it because he cannot even afford the cyanide, no? True. He will get the coffee, but
I would wait for
there won't be a
Shopee
point.
sale, Cyanide, go anything Cyanide, Shopee sale.
Wait. Shopee don't sell poison. Shopee don't sell cyanide or anything.
Okay,
Okay.
just want to let you know, cyanide is an illegal drug, by the way.
Maybe they combine all these things.
No, there's only one way you can probably get cyanide at a very affordable price. You just buy a lot of apples, you take the apple seed and crush them.
Could be.
Apple seeds are poisonous.
I don't want to know why you know that, Lion. I don't know.
I'm a bit shocked
Yeah.
that you know that.
The fanning got worse and it looked like she was having seizures. Suddenly, she tilts her head back and passes out at the table. Right away, the first person that stood up for help was Jessica. She goes to the waiter and the restaurant manager and immediately accused them. What did you put in the coffee? What did you do to her coffee to make her like this? What did you put in her coffee? What did you do to her coffee and make her like this? By doing this, she raised the suspicion of the manager. So, to be safe, they took the coffee mug away but decided to keep the contents of the coffee in case it was needed as evidence later.
Very smart. Very smart.
But from the looks of it, Jessica seemed innocent because she was the first one to react. What was Honey doing? Nobody looked at her, right?
Maybe Honey was helping a friend.
Do what? She already passed out. What do you want to help
I
someone?
think she was trying to,
Wake her up.
wake her up or something.
Get up, mate. Get up, mate.
Wait, Honey is Indonesian. She won't be having that meat.
She might be a mate.
Bangun bu, bangun bu.
It takes some time for me to.
They rushed her to the hospital, but they were too late. 3 days after the death, police were able to confirm that the cause was a lethal dose of cyanide in her coffee. They wouldn't have come to this conclusion if the manager hadn't kept the coffee from that day. This was the thing that pointed the police towards Jessica.
I'm starting to think that this story is about two lesbians. Just like
Honey and Jessica, right?
Mirna and Jessica.
Mirna and Jessica.
Jessica wanted to commit suicide because she could not be with Mirna. Then she decided to kill Mirna because, if she can't have her, nobody else can have her.
Oh, that kind of story.
Right? What are you telling?
I think you watched too much of Netflix.
Yeah.
I think you watched too much on Netflix.
Even footage from Mirna's funeral was released, and we could see Jessica without any tears, looking uncomfortable the whole time. A couple of weeks later, Jessica was charged for the murder. Strangely, most of the paparazzi photos of Jessica from this time show her smiling from ear to ear. Just like the way Mona Fendi always smiled for the photographers when she was on trial for murder too. Many people close to Mirna confirmed that Jessica loved the attention.
That's not wrong, like she's photogenic.
She's photogenic.
Yeah,
really.
that's not wrong,
And
You
she's
can smile.
photogenic. She's pretty.
Even if
she
you
smiles.
kill someone, you can smile.
Okay, let's be honest. If you smile, you give a better perspective of who you are to
Yeah.
people. Better
Reverse-
impression.
Reverse psychology.
Reverse psychology. Look at Najib. He's so guilty, but he's
He
like
acts like nothing is going on.
like nothing is going on.
Yeah.
He smiles for the camera. He waves. That's why his penalty is much more lesser than Rosma. Look at Rosma's picture.
She's not smiling anywhere. Kesian dia.
I don't know.
Kesian dia.
That's why Rosma got higher charges. If you smile, you get lesser
The
penalty.
jury will like you more.
Jury will like you more.
Leonard will be now very sad like.
Yeah.
Because your sugar mummy is
Now
gone.
I got no money. Anyone want to be my new sugar mummy?
To investigate further, the Indonesia police went to Australia to talk to Jessica's former boss and see if they could get an understanding for her character. Her boss, Christy Carter, said that she had no doubt Jessica was capable of killing another person. Jessica even told her she knew how to kill someone using poison, something she learned when she was in the hospital recovering from one of her suicide attempts. She even threatened the lives of Christy and her mother.
This bitch is crazy, yo.
Yeah.
Wait,
Even Ian also just told us how to kill someone
Mirna-
using apple seeds. I don't think he would do anything,
wait.
right?
Mirna didn't know like her suicide attempts or she knows, right?
She knows,
lah.
lah. But she didn't know she was getting educated while getting suicide. lah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or maybe Jessica attempted suicide to gain the knowledge.
Yeah.
You all have to look
Could
at
be
it
like
that
how
way,
long
right?
it takes.
Yeah.
Oh, she's like
Should
Aaron Yeager.
Oh, yeah. To this.
To be honest, right, in Malaysia, it's there is punishment if you commit suicide, right?
Yeah. A lot of places actually is
I
punishable.
would assume if you commit suicide, right, or try to commit suicide, and if you get caught, you would be put in a psychiatric place or to get help, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll give you what you call that?
But this girl, she did it 5 times, right? So they should know that she's endangering herself. She's capable of endangering herself. So she's not in the right state of mind.
Yeah, how come she's not?
Yeah, she
here?
should be in.
Maybe the 5 times, right? Because like one of it is she run her car into someone like a nursing home, and then they found alcohol in the system, so they always think that it's an accident. You know, they always rule that off as an accident.
But she tried different type of attempt, right? Not only accident,
but
right?
she was also under the influence. So people will always think that maybe your attempt of suicide was because of alcoholism.
So always she was in alcohol while she.
No,
Yeah,
lah,
maybe something like
not
that. You won't
always,
know.
lah, but there are many different
Reasons.
ways. lah.
The trial lasted for nearly 5 months. In it, Jessica, who comes from a rich family, hired a famous Indonesian lawyer known for doing high-profile cases. He argued that the cyanide was not found in any organ apart from the stomach, which proves Jessica wasn't the culprit. But many experts say that is common for cyanide. With all the evidence laid out, one question remains. Why isn't the case an immediate open and close one? Jessica seems like the most obvious culprit, right? Well, the most important piece of the puzzle wasn't found. There was no evidence to prove that Jessica purchased or possessed any cyanide. And if she did have the cyanide, there is no evidence that she used it. The only thing captured by the CCTV was her moving the drinks, which is not sufficient enough. Nearly 7 years later, the family is dealing with the loss, including her new husband who just married 10 months earlier and her twin sister who is convinced Jessica was the killer. After the trial was over, the court finally ruled that Jessica was guilty for Mirna's murder and was sentenced to 20 years in prison. While she tried to appeal through a lengthy process, the court denied it, but Jessica still claims she was innocent and she had no idea how Mirna died in the first place. Now, what do you think happened?
I still think it's a lesbian case going on here.
I feel like it's jealousy, lah. Probably jealousy.
I think the girl is just not in the right state of mind.
Yeah,
Like, to
she's
be
not.
honest.
But you know
like-
what's fucked up? That this whole thing they just fought about is because of a guy. Like Mirna didn't agree who Jessica was dating, and then Jessica decided to
kill Mirna's happy life.
go and get masters in how to kill Mirna by attempting suicide 5 times.
And learn from
After
the
she found
process.
out how to use the cyanide, then she decided to kill Mirna. It's actually quite long, right? This whole thing went on for.
She was,
Yeah.
she was
Right.
quite committed to the act.
Yeah, she was. Oh my god! Just because Mirna did not approve her
Of her
boyfriend.
boyfriend, yeah.
What the
Okay,
fuck?
Not
man?
actually that. I think what happened is that the video actually described is that Mirna actually judged because Jessica feels judged because Mirna has a wonderful life.
Yes.
So when it's like, for example, if I have a like very good looking boyfriend and then suddenly like I'm putting a girl's perspective up, by the way.
Boyfriend.
Yeah,
Okay.
girl's perspective. Okay, so and then suddenly I was like, and your boyfriend is not good looking guy
Yeah.
and probably not doing very well. So if I come and tell you anything, also you feel triggered
That's true.
because you are always feel jealous about my life.
Okay, in that situation.
But that's your best friend. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Doesn't matter, but there are friends always like that. Especially girls, like they always.
I think I also think I don't want to get cancelled like Andrew Tate.
Okay.
Okay. But I also think girls generally get jealous over looks on who has a better looking boyfriend than guys.
but right now the case is that we don't
Yeah,
know if it's
I
just
agree.
looks or attitude. We
yeah,
don't
we
know.
don't know. We don't know
yeah.
yet. But I think that she got easily triggered because whatever she said also, it seems like she's judging.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the
So
first
Jessica
place,
is like short wired a bit lah. She's like little get affected.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
this and that.
she got salty lah to the
Yeah.
end lah.
But then, man, what the fuck, Mirna is the best friend. Mirna should know.
So what?
How
what
Jessica
if, what
is as
if
a person.
we keep saying she's a best friend? What
Yeah.
if she's all the time she's pretending?
To be a best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Why?
man.
Why
Then-
would you waste
then
your
Mirna
time?
is
Because
fucked
you
up,
are the
right?
only one who's good looking and you have a better perspective in everything. So I always wanted to be with you so that I can become like you.
Oh, this like inventing Anna. Remember
Yeah,
the
yeah,
series,
yeah,
Inventing
that show.
Anna?
Yeah.
It looks like that.
Yeah.
So basically, you're saying this girl basically best friend this other girl.
So that she can become like her.
Yeah, so she wanted her life. Lah.
Yeah.
It's like I want to join the high society.
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah.
So basically, she couldn't. She was like,
I can't have it.
Yeah.
So you should not exist.
Yeah, I can't have it means you cannot have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm curious? I'm curious to hear what Honey had to say.
Oh yeah, Honey
Because-
has no input.
Yeah, because
So far.
Honey was the only witness that
There was an
saw this
animal
entire thing happen,
and
right?
just went missing after that.
Yes.
Went missing.
I mean,
No, she
Never
didn't go
appeared
missing.
anymore
No,
lah.
there was
I don't know
no.
where Honey
I
went.
thought
again.
another plot twist lah.
The plot twist is that she has. So far, the reports didn't come out where Honey said
Yeah.
something. Yeah, so we don't know.
It could have been Honey, but nobody suspected her.
yeah, could be,
Yeah.
could be, but
But it's very clear that she came early and then she looked around the CCTV.
Yeah,
and then she put
Jessica, that's true.
how are you gonna explain
okay,
that?
the thing is, she has probable cause of making this thing happen.
Yes.
And I think that alone, I think that was the case they went with. She had a lot of motives and
Yeah.
like a lot of testimony that was against her
Yes.
as
Yeah.
a person. And I think it was a bit too late. Maybe she had mental illness and she didn't get it checked. And these things, right, led up to her. Maybe she could be innocent. We don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we won't know.
We won't know, right? For definite answer. Like court find her guilty on probable cause probably. But maybe she had a serious mental illness. And I think the court, instead of giving her 20 years in jail, they should have added like she needs to go through treatment, whether she's...
Plot twist. She has another character inside herself.
She's bipolar. Lah. You're saying she's bipolar. Lah.
I'm saying something so serious.
You won't know. You won't know. To be honest with you, you won't know.
But here's the thing, guys. We want to know what you guys think. We
Yeah.
want to know in the comments down
Yeah.
below. What do you think like was going through in the minds of this girl? And what is
Yeah.
your opinion about this whole case?
Do you all think Jessica was wrong or was she right?
Wong so.
Let us know in the comment down below. My name is Jiven.
I'm Leonard.
Ian.
And I'm Kris.
We'll see you on the next one.
Ciao.
Ciao.